Arrest Yamin. Abanga now. And this is Ken Ashigbey. Do you know Ken Ashigbey? He worked at Graphic. Very hard working man. He also worked at Multimedia. Left at one point and then came back. And when he came back, I remember I met him once or twice and we had a very beautiful conversation. We were never able to continue because some other things came in and interrupted whatever we're discussing. He's now in charge of Galamsey. There is a certain outfit that is set out to fight Galamsey, and he is the chairman. He thinks that some 2 NDC boys must be arrested. One of them is Yamin. The other is Abanga. Let's find out how and why. Run the story. What is the story? And it's coming from My Joy Online. It says Ashigbey calls for arrest of Yamin and Abanga over alleged Galamsey ties. Run it, my youth, and watch the story well. Convener of the Anti-Galamsey coalition, Dr. Kenneth Ashigbey, has called for the arrest of Joseph Yamin, the NDC national organizer, and Yakubu Abanga, the party's national vice chairman, in connection with their alleged involvement in illegal mining activities. Hi! Dr. Ashigbey expressed his dissatisfaction with the Economic and Organized Crime Office, IOCO, accusing the agency of failing to act on the Attorney General's directive to investigate the 2 NDC executives despite clear instructions for a thorough inquiry into their suspected roles in Galamsey operations. In a letter dated Tuesday, 15 July 2025, the Attorney General and Minister for Justice, Dr. Dominic Akuritinga Ayini, has instructed IOCO to summon Yamin and Abanga for questioning following reports linking them to unauthorized mining activities. And during an interview with Channel 1 TV on Monday, that's yesterday, 18th August, Dr. Ashigbey voiced his frustration, stressing the importance of applying the law impartially, regardless of political affiliation. Wow. That's it. Hold it. Now, the NDC's national organizer and national vice chairman have been named in reports, and the Attorney General has ordered an investigation. Yet, IOCO has failed to take action. Just as they did with Chairman Wuntumi of Akunta Mining, they should arrest Yamin and Abanga and carry out the necessary investigations, he said. Wow. Dr. Ashigbey emphasized the need for consistent enforcement of the law to effectively combat Galamsey, irrespective of political connections. He also called for the prosecution of Bernard Enchibo Siakon, the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, better known as Chairman Wuntumi, after his arrest by IOCO. Wee! And he says, we are still in the dark about what is happening with Akunta Mining. Both Wuntumi and his fellow directors must be brought to court. Dash. My brother, this Galamsey thing is terrible. Party members are in it. And my small research tells me that the economy of Ghana is sitting on this Galamsey. So if they stop the Galamsey, the economy will fall. What they are trying to do, why they are not able to instill what is known as the state of emergency, is the fact that should they do it, it means every kind of mining would stop except the large-scale ones. And when it does, the economy will go down. Remember President Mahama telling us that a lot of the money that came into the country through gold sales was coming from the small-scale mining. Mahama doesn't want to see the nation have its economy waver. He doesn't want to see the economy struggle. So they will say he has a bad government. So what they are doing right now is not to stop the mining, but to stop people from mining in water bodies. But some party bigwigs, like those that have been mentioned here, Yamin and Abanga, we are told that they go to the water bodies and they do their galamsey there because it's easy to wash. They find the gold easier in the water, so they don't care how many people die. These idiots, these fools who are involved in this galamsey, they don't care how many people die. All they are thinking about is money, money, money. And until our government also sit back and look at patriotism and say that, you know what, where the galamsey has reached, economy or no economy, let's all struggle. Let galamsey stop now. Or else the 8 people who lost their lives, they lost it in vain. The Z9, ill-fated Z9 helicopter crash. Mahama is trying to let the people stay away from the water bodies. But greedy party people, some deep-throated party sources are speaking. They are those, and Yamin and Abanga have been fingered. And Yamin made some careless statements. Very careless statements. You know what he said? Do you know what he said? Watch this video.
Man is a criminal. I know. You're not the one to tell me he's a criminal. But it is because of that criminal that you are a minister if you don't know. Yama power with us of holding PhD in theology. 2024 man, sorry, me sorry them. Just to let the NDC win power. So that is a criminal. But it is because of him you are a minister. And I bet na say na ya genuine people to give them job in this country. Man is a only people. The person who is telling you is a criminal, no, say you are no anka unye minister. And let me tell you, say contract we. Say anka criminal no wa obi anya we say had that. If that is the reason why you won't give that contract. But we know how that's how I fight.
But that's why you are always in trouble.
Yamin is a careless talker. He talks so carelessly. I remember there was a time, there was this football match, football game, tournament, whatever you call it, outside in one of those countries. And he said the nation was going to sponsor some people to go there and cheer. And he would make sure that all those going will be NDC members. The nation's money. But it's only NDC people who go there. That was when I started realizing that this guy doesn't have common sense. He's not a politician. He's an idiot. That's when I saw that. I met him one time and he looked at me with so much respect. I couldn't get to talk to him. I thought that from that time he would have been wiser. But an idiot is always an idiot. We won't sit down for idiots like this to destroy our nation. Did you hear what he said? He said, you sit down there, you call yourself a minister. Do you know that the people that you are calling criminals, those doing the galamsey that you call the criminals, do you know that without them, your party would have never come into power? What is the difference between this than what in the days of Nanado they said party Yenska? So, he's not happy with the minister for the environment, Kofi Amabua. He's not happy with Akuritinga Ayini, who disappointed me so badly with this Dufour issue. From that time, he's been quiet. I think people have advised him that all your supporters are falling apart. Dominic Akuritinga Ayini. My brother, my sister, listen to what Yamin said. These are the people who are half Lebanese, half Ghanaian, half Korean, half Afghan, half Arabian, half Japanese. So whatever happens to Ghana, they still have Japan to go to, Lebanon to go to. That's why I don't like dual citizenship. If Ghana is truly your home, your land, you are only a single citizenship holder, Ghana, I don't think that you will come out and glorify Galamsey like this. Unless you are an idiot. This Abanga guy, I hear is a twin. His brother came out and said he's never seen his brother do Galamsey, but he won't be surprised if he does it because he belongs to a certain party that can do just anything. Mr. President, I do agree that yes, the economy falls a lot back on this Galamsey money. What are we doing with agriculture? Nkrumah wanted to turn the whole of the Congo Valley into a hub of agriculture. What happened to cocoa? What happened to rubber? What happened to cashew? What happened? Let's research into some other cash crops so that we don't have to cut our nose to spite our face. Do you know what that statement means? You are angry with your face, so you go and cut your nose to punish your face. That's what it means to say to cut your nose to spite your face. Obisi, your face is not fine. And our pimples about face. Pimples no, ubuefu pimples no sawa kocha wine. Say u punish u face. U koya anasa obaye. You destroy the land in order to fix what? The economy? Oh, Nkrumah, rebetie o. Rebetie wo ma bodam. Abodam fo abeji o man no. Abodam fo. Abanga. Yamin. Abodam fo. Is the black pot. AKA Koko Show no more. Where we speak truth to power.